140 episodes. That's right. It is time once again to rank 8-bit Nintendo games. Here with me, a humble man of science. I am Jeff Gerstmann. Hello. We're ready. We have 24 games remaining left to rank here. It is we're getting close. So that's exciting and terrifying. It feels like it's slowed down a little bit because there's been some long games here to get in here near the end. And so the thoughts of me going like, oh, we're getting like four or five games per episode, and it's getting like in the last couple, I think we got like 3 games in. So yeah, whatever. We're getting there. Probably no more than 8 episodes left, right? I mean, that's probably we're getting real close here. There's been some interesting stuff here in the kind of last days of this. I feel like the last couple of weeks have been exciting because there's just been stuff that's just like, oh my gosh, there's like a lot of games I've never seen before. And that's been, I think for my part, that has been some of the most exciting stuff, is kind of encountering some games that I've just never seen. And a lot of these games that are left are from the 1990s, or I believe actually all of the games that are remaining are from the 1990s. And so they're kind of like from this era when I had already moved on to the Genesis, and 8-bit gaming was for children and creeps mostly. But yeah, I don't know. There's it's an interesting array of games here, and I don't know. We've got some stuff coming up here that this first one that Graz wanted to see has some big names on it. Like Okamoto worked on this. Like Capcom heavy hitters touched this game. Like the maker of Gunsmoke worked on this. The producer of Ghosts and Goblins. Like legendary Capcom games. But this is a game I think I only know as like, I'm aware that this game exists, but I've certainly never played a second of it. Because, I mean, why would I? Anyway, this is Destiny of an Emperor. Yeah. Based on a manga. Based on a manga based on the Three Kingdoms era of, so those, in some ways this is like Capcom's alternate telling of Koei's entire catalog. This is the true story of the wars fought by ambitious men over the vast Chinese continent about 18 centuries ago. In case you were wondering. Oh, we got a little intros? All right, a descendant of the old Han Emperor raising an army for the restoration of the dynasty Liu Bei. Exceptionally skilled, a match for 1,000 soldiers, good with sword, as well as pen, and worshipped by his men. That's a bar right there. Guan Yu. Oh, okay, well, I read faster, I guess. The leader of the Yellow Scarves rebels. Served by Lu Bu, ruled as a tyrant in the city of Luoyang. The greatest warlord? Did they call that guy a warlord? Get it? Yeah, you fucking warlord. That's fucked up. Once called himself emperor, but fundamentally lacked the ability to govern. Known for single-handedly breaking through the million-soldier line of the defense of the Cow Army. Praised by famed strategist, vigorous in his old age, and the nickname Tiger in Middle China. They call me Tiger. Greatest strategist. Also a great strategist. I mean, he's up there. He's up there. Nothing wrong with Pang Tong, but like, I mean, is he the greatest strategist in the history of China? No. Characteristics of more than 180 warlords were simulated based on many official documents reproducing in detail the era of history described in the renowned text of Sango. Okay. I'm sold. Let's register a history book. Book 1. You know, we have we want that fast history. Although we were born on different days, we hope to die in the same hour of the same day of the same year. On our very souls, we pledge that this will be true. All right. Any game that opens with a suicide pact is okay with me. Because I think there's only one way the three of you are going to make that happen. The yellow scarves. You're the direct descendant of the emperor. It's you gotta go take out the yellow scarf turmoil. Tao Ken will need leaders for his volunteers. I made sure you had the best training. Now it's time to use what you know to bring civilization back to this land and carve out your place in history. Is this because I turned on fast? Because this is fast. Talk, check, formation, general. There's no one there. Go now. I believe they said go west. I got a flail and a dagger. I've heard of your aspiration. I'm no warrior, but a simple merchant who's had some good fortune. Oh, thanks, man. He's never home. My song Ren. This is Song Young. Honored it. Yeah. Come on, man. So do I just have a posse? Like what? Okay. All right. You guys go up front. Does that change the... Okay. Okay. Oh, that's just me hitting the wall. I was like, wait, when I step on that tile, it makes a noise. Like, no. me too, man. Wait. Okay, that was everyone here, right? We talked to everybody. What's up with you? Hurrah! Get out of my way, dude. I admire their dedication to the noise when you're changing locations. Rebel Force. All out! So this is more of a tactics kind of... There is no tactician. Why don't we focus on these guys? It's like a really weird representation of hit points as dudes. You know what I mean? All out! Okay. This is real silly. And I can't back out of it. Oh yeah, I can. Okay. I was gonna say, is there a way to, like, back out and change tactics? It's weird because, like, they are not characters, they are forces, but they still have an intelligence ranking and a strength. Like, it's a weird way to represent. Oh, did I? Does this game also start you with nothing equipped? Like, hey, you got stuff in your inventory, but you ain't wearing it. Oh, no, you use... What? Alright, I feel like we may want to just start over here. Let's do that. Okay, yep, Okay. Can I equip multiple... No. Okay. I could pass the dagger off to those guys I recruited, I guess. Alright, item. Get equipped with robe. How come I ain't got no robe? Please move. Okay, so they didn't have anything, so I can pass. You gotta pass the shank. Pass this off. Hey, check this out. And then there's nothing in here. Oh, I can walk in the trees. Found that out by mistake, but okay, that's fine. I mean, can I focus down? All right, that's a little more like it. That's a little more like fuck these guys type numbers. And when one guy dies, you start attacking the next guy in line. What a smart video game. So now what if I do all out battle and we don't have a 5v5 type scenario? I guess this is just like carrying out attacks in order without, like, it's not necessarily. I get 8 XP, 34 gold. Okay. Zhuzhou. I'm not experienced at pronouncing a lot of Chinese names. It's kind of cool that they kept all this. I mean, you know, this is a game they could have localized all to hell. And like this is Barry's army. Dave's around the corner. You need to, you know, they could have definitely like lost all of that stuff in translation. And I'm so like, for this era, I'm a little surprised. I mean, you know, like this is they're calling these guys butchers. They're saying that your family was murdered by the yellow scars. Like it's kind of, you know, they ain't hiding it. All right, I want to go in that house. Won't you let me? Oh, you fucko. I can't force him. One more. One more, bud. Oh, doggers. So you keep saying. What does this do? Does it bring my soldiers back to life as a part of like reform, or like? I mean, I'm back up to 314 soldier. That's really weird. I mean, like, you know, it's like it's fine, but. Did everybody? I mean, does that... So you're telling me we walked into this inn and we were like, yo, man, I need rooms for like 800 people. Oh, so it's just some food. All right, we used like 20. We've used almost 20 food. I'm looking to, I guess let's record. Now, what does invite do? That connects to the Wi-Fi and it, okay. It would be unseemly to bring troops inside. All right, fine. Okay. I need some leather. I should get a robe for my main man. And I should buy another dagger or something for the dude what ain't got one. I guess I could get like bandizis or something for my crew. Or I get one. Okay, item. You equip that robe. Yeah, it's funny. Like this game is really funny. Like because of them trying to tell this much larger story of hundreds and thousands of troops. But like doing so in the basic mode and modus of like your kind of standard role-playing game. Can't use weapons that are packed away. You gotta equip your... Hey, you need to equip your weapons. Oh, thanks. This is a legit helpful tip. What are you selling? You got Elixir A? Elixir A? No. Trying to get some gold. Sell me a steed. Okay. Was I already up here? I was already up here. That's, yeah. No, wait. Are you the... What are you? Oh, you're the sword guy. Okay. Can I still want to... Oh, yeah. Go. Yeah. Come on. Do you got any shit on you? What do you don't have anything. You could be the acting tactician. What do you got back here? I hear you intend to eliminate the rebels known as Yellow Scarves. I've wanted to do that for years, but man, I'm old. Okay. Please crush the Yellow Scarves in my stead. Yeah, it's real, you know. I mean, that's what this story always was, right? Even if you're adapting a manga, like at some point, that's the story you're telling. Let's record one more time. You're not the, wait, which one are you? Oh, I'm looking to make some new memes. No, no. I'm not really sure, you know, this is obviously some kind of like character management. Like you probably eventually get like hundreds of different dudes. You get a lot of warlords at your disposal here, but like it says no one is registered. Well, how do I register? Like it'll let me... Oh, does this register them? Do I leave them here to register them? And then they chill here. Okay, that seems to be how that works. This is neat. I don't know, like I'm not really fuck. That's cold. So we could focus down the rebel force so that there's one less thing striking us, or we could just go straight for the dude. Protection against fire tactics has increased. That's funny. Like it's like they. So this game is like like when you read about this game online, it is described as like a tactical RPG, and then you see this screenshot and you go, oh yeah, okay. Like you look at the battle stuff and you go, okay, I see it. Why that would be like a tactics RPG. I mean, it ain't ogre battle. It's not like that style of tactics RPG. But okay, and then like now playing it, it's like, oh okay, like that guy used an item and it just made him like it made fire tactics less effective. Are tactics just going to be their fancy word for spells? And like they've just renamed everything. Like it just feels like they've crammed like a whiff of tactics into a very kind of traditional console role-playing game style, and I'm kind of fucking into it. It's a neat... You would never do this now, is my point. We're getting hit pretty hard. We need more money. We need Song Yong to be able to like get some fucking gear. You got anything yet? No? No tactics. Do I need to prepare tactics out of battle? Do I need spell components? Tactics reagents? Used all your spell slots. All right. I'm sorry. Tactics slots. Totally different. Let's try and smoke this dude. So that there's just less people hitting us. I killed 5 of them. That was a crit, and it did 3. It did 3 soldiers. What a fucking weird thing. This is cool. I don't know. I'll put it to you like this. Knowing that this was billed as a tactics RPG, he used success. I want to use, that's a good tactic. What's your tactic called? Success. When I cast the success tactic, I always win. That's my sentence. You should get into success. If you're having trouble winning your fights, have you tried success? All out, baby. Oh. How's that success looking now? Oh, we leveled up and learned tactics. It's like a ROM hack. At some point, you know, it's just like... Okay. Zang Bao and Zang Li have a brother named Zang Zhao. Good to know. A natural fortress surrounded by mountains. Zhang Zhao, his citadel. Okay, so they're telling me about like where like the bad shit goes down. What's going on in these tents? Can I rest in any of these? Nope. Okay, I can't walk in the sides of these, right? So this is the only... okay, that's all I can do here. I guess we... oh, God, stay on the road. Their fastness is... they're very fast. They're all a little squirrely. We need to go to the inn and get these soldiers back. Oh, my soldiers are so tired. Let me give you 5 gold. $314 soldiers. How much gold do we have? What are we doing? How do I... where do I... nope. No, check searches. I guess maybe I need to talk to somebody and... is there really just no, like, generic status? Okay, let's try the select button. Here we go. We've got 108 gold. That's enough for a couple of bandanas and... TP, tactical points. MTP, is that maximum tactical points? Or what is that? Oh, we still have 0 on. We rested, but Zhang, he's still... his shit is still rocked. His shit is still dead, man. Is that it? Do I just gotta cash him in? I mean, I guess this is why this dude sells a resurrect, huh? Okay, I can't do tactics here, so it's not like there's a tactic. Oh wait, can I do this? Oh no. Okay, no. No, check his... No. Like he wanted to check the status of my crew. But that is not what that is for. Alright, so I guess I need to spend all my money resurrecting this dude. We were gonna get some bandanas for my posse, but instead I had to bring a friend back to life. You understand. He has been injured and can't move. All right, then pass it off. Man, this is needless. All right, use. Did he get all his soldiers? Are all his soldiers alive, or just him? Okay, yeah, he's back. He's back, baby. This is not the... No. This is... No, this is not it either. We need to save our game. Dump one of the songs, but why? I mean, if I met someone else and they were like, hey, I want to come with you, I'm not really seeing a reason to dump anybody off. I guess it's a drag on food, right? Oh, like change out. Okay, yeah, I guess that... Okay, so... Song Yong can't be a tactician! Are you fucking crazy? I mean, can a character be a tactician and be in the fight, I guess is my question, because... Yes, they can? Oh, okay. Well, I guess that... So how do I... Okay, that's like a statistical question that we need to look at. Intelligence 180. $75. Alright, I'm guessing that's the answer to our question. Song Ren probably can't be a tactician. Can you be a tactician? No? Alright, Song Ren is the acting tactician. The 100 intelligence. No, that's you got 157. All right, so that's I have to imagine int is going to be the relevant statistic there for tactics. Yeah. Okay, they said to the south is where the stuff was, but I thought someone else was saying that there was action to the north. I guess there's 3 fortresses, right? So how about a little bit of this? I don't even know what this tactic does, but we're gonna lay it on you. Oh, you don't have... Oh, it's the tactic was successful. The tactic is not called success. Okay. I like this game less now. If we can get some money and without everybody dying, then we'll be able to get some weapons for some of these people. All right, you hit pretty hard, so let's try and just finish up. Well, I guess the attacks bounce. It doesn't, you don't need to. Insufficient tactical points. Don't I know it? I blew all my TP. Oh, come now. Vanquish these motherfuckers. All out, all out. This is definitely a case where they could have, like, translated some of the tactic names to, like, fire or whatever, you know? Hey, boy. Oh, word? This is a bad town? Oh, shit. It's a bad town. We're dead. All right, that's cool though. I mean, you know, all right. That's hey, man. Yeah. I thought that maybe fighting those guys meant that we took that castle and that people would be like, all right, I guess we work for you now. But that is not the case. Aye. We can afford like one bandana. Or like a dagger, maybe? I mean, when in doubt. Well, actually, I mean, you know, I could also just be using that character to cast. And instead get a bandana. Nice doing business with you. Thank you for the sweet bandillo. Feeling very bandiferous. No, we don't want to stay. We want to... Okay, you won't find anything cheaper. All right, whatever, man. Nope. Yep. Yeah. So then invite still doesn't do anything, even though I left some guys behind. Okay, because it's not my castle. I can't invite troops to someone else's castle, I guess. But I guess the thing to do would be grind, right? I mean, ultimately that's... Just go get in these fights. Oh, there's like named dudes in some of these fights, huh? What's this one do? Oh. Protection against the... Okay. So that's... We can cast fire or no fire on us, I guess. I feel like my strategy of killing the weakest ones seems to be okay. Though I wonder if I kill the main guy, do the rebel forces flee? I guess that's a question I would like to answer. Tactics. Burn them. Yeah, you and your 3 dudes are gonna show up and go meh. Okay, no, they stay in the fight. Aha! Is this our chance? So, at a cost of $5 a night to restore all your stuff and getting 30 or so out of these fights. Oh, jeez. Oh, there's a lot of dudes. It's not that many dudes. Actually, no. Wait, can I back? How far back can I back up? Okay. Well, those 4... I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right? What do you think about that? What do you guys think about that? How you guys liking that? How's the rest of the bandit force liking what we just did to like 100 of your dudes? That's just like 100 dudes just dead. And what's up now is what I have to say about... All right, well, whatever. Let's just... I guess we're out of TP. You telling me you sent 117 dudes over here and you managed to kill 2 people? It's also interesting. I mean, you know, it kind of like also reveals the true nature of this game and the way the attacks work. That like you don't lose soldiers on an attack, only when you are hit. I feel like a lot of genuine tactics games have, you know, like there's a cost to sending your troops into battle, right? That's tactics. That's tactics for you. Our regular weekly series where we delve into the world of tactical RPGs. That's tactics for you. All out, all out. Bandit Force! We conquered Bandit Force! How much does it cost to heal up here? Can I heal up here? Is there even a building here that lets me heal up? Nope, just this empty building and this dude standing next to it going like, this guy's never home. Is there like a late game reveal where this guy's home and I recruit him and he turns out to be a fucking super badass? Your fame... Our fame will spread throughout the land. Well, thank you about our fame. Go and settle this land. Hey, you know something? This game's pretty neat. We've got exactly 50. It's enough for a dagger. Oh, I guess like the dude I dropped off. No, we didn't give him anything. We didn't have enough money for him, right? So he doesn't have. He ain't got squat. You got a dagger and a bandana. Everybody else has got robes and flails and stuff. All right, well that's fine. We're gonna. Nope. These nondescript buildings. Yeah, unfortunately, we did not get to a point in the story where we were able to see how if Lu Bu will Lu Bu it up. Lugubrious. Okay. That's Destiny of an Emperor from Capcom. Not the company you typically think about when you think about the Three Kingdoms era transformed into video game form, but they made a bunch of these, right? I mean, like this is also like the what was it? Tenchu I forget the Japanese name of it. Tenchi-wo Kurao. Like they made a bunch of these, right? Or they made 16-bit games based on this, right? Yeah. 1995. Okay, so they made a handful of these. Sangakushi Gunyuden. And then of course, yeah, then you get into like Knights of Valor or whatever, which is just kind of riffing on the same stuff. I like this. This is, this is, it's not a tactics game per se. Again, I think that, and this came out in 1990, and so I suppose that is before, when we think about, when you use the word tactics and you're talking about video games these days, you're thinking about Final Fantasy Tactics, you're thinking about Tactics Ogre. I think it's come to mean a fairly specific thing, especially when we're talking about games that came out of Japan. We're talking about tiles and moving dudes around, and there's a mountain here, and if I'm standing on the mountain, then I get a bonus to my, we're thinking about that style of game. Fire Emblem as a franchise, I suppose. Which I guess, yeah, this is right around the same time that Fire Emblem would start up, isn't it? So, this is, it's point being, this game is often billed as a tactics RPG. When you go and you look at the Destiny of an Emperor, I believe the wiki page here. Yeah, like they bill it as a tactical role-playing video game, which, like, sure. But it really feels more like they have just mapped simple concepts from other typical standard role-playing games to this story. And so hit points become soldiers, spells become tactics. And so the idea of this is a tactics game is sort of silly. You do have an order and a formation and whatever. You are assigning a tactician in a weird way. But the idea that you can go to an inn and rest and that restores all your soldiers is why I say parts of it almost feel like a ROM hack, And that I think is actually really awesome. I think it's a really fascinating way to try to represent this larger kind of scale conflict. And also I think it shows that you can make little dudes on a map stand for anything. It could be the fucking hero descendant of fucking Erdick. That's his name. Or it could be like 300 soldiers. Either works. And so I guess what I was saying is I got a lot more out of this than I thought I would. Because I was, again, when you see tactics RPG, you're like, oh, is this going to be like a really early example of that style of tactics game? Because I don't want to fucking play. And so I suppose I'm pleasantly surprised, but that doesn't really matter from a scientific standpoint. I think this is clever and cool, but also like the overworld is what it is, and and there's sort of a there is still something of a smallness to it that I think doesn't quite convey the true scope. But the idea that you can just kind of find people wherever and, like kind of recruit some of these generals to your cause and duck them off and pick them up and everything else. I think that's like a really fucking clever thing to do, especially in 1990, especially when we think about like where the genre of role-playing games on consoles is as a whole, This is early days, obviously, for Final Fantasy. We saw we played Dragon Warrior 4 very recently, and you get to see over the course of those 4 games how much that series develops, but also like it feels like that genre is getting deeper and spreading out before your very eyes over the course of those 4 games. And so I think the thing I like about Destiny of an Emperor is you also get to see it from this different angle, right? Of like Capcom, a company that isn't necessarily known for making this style of game, relatively late in the NES era, getting the license to this manga and making a game based on it, and like cramming this big, incredibly well-known conflict and cramming it into the size and shape of a console-based role-playing game, I think is fucking wild. And smart of them, like they didn't reinvent the wheel here, but instead I think they made something that's like very effective, and it's like, as you kind of see it start to spread out, I think that's pretty fascinating as well. So I think this is really cool. This is like a surprisingly cool game. In the kind of the pantheon here, I would have to go and play some of the later games in this franchise to kind of see where it goes, because my understanding of it, I want to say that by the time Capcom is done with these games, which is like, I mean, the end of the SNES, I mean, like we're talking like 95-ish, I think, is when that last one hit. I mean, I don't think any more of those came out in the US, right? But I think they do become like more tactics oriented over time, which is kind of an interesting thing in its own right. Like, a whole subgenre kind of forms in this 16-bit era with Tactics Ogre and some of the other, as the Fire Emblem series becomes the fucking Fire Emblem series, you really do start to see more variety. But before that variety hits, and before these games become a little too sprawling for my tastes, there's something really nice about having it represented in this type of package. It's got a nice look to it. The character portraits, I think, are well done. I think the music is really fantastic. And it has like the standard trappings of a Japanese role-playing game. Like there's a lot to like here. Again, a game that you see and go and you're like, oh, that's right, Capcom made some Three Kingdoms games. That's weird. And I've always thought of those as like they're probably tactics games, because that's how it is often billed. But boy, oh boy, this game is not quite that. It's no Mega Man 2. But like, it's better than Pyramid. It's better than Major League Baseball. It's better than WWF WrestleMania Challenge. It's better than the Addams Family. It's a better game than the Moffat Conspiracy. It's better than Kings of the Beach, professional beach volleyball. It is a better game than Snake's Revenge. It is better than James Bond Jr. It's a better game than Yoshi's Cookie. It is certainly better than Top Gun: The Second Mission. Is Destiny of an Emperor, Destiny. I keep wanting to say Dynasty. You understand why. Is Destiny of an Emperor better or worse than Mylan's Secret Castle? I have not bumped head to find box in this game a single time. Let's back up a little bit here. We can say, well, let's get a range going. It is better than Princess Tomato in the Salad Kingdom. Huh. It's better than Town and Country Surf Design's Wood and Water Rage. It is better than TNC Surf Design's 2 Thrilla's Surfari. It is better than Capcom's Gold Medal Challenge 92, another kind of weird game for Capcom to be making in this era. Would you say is Destiny of an Emperor better or worse than Dino Wars Destruction of Spundulus? Both representing large-scale conflicts from history. But I think there's a depth to Destiny of an Emperor that edges it out. Destiny of an Emperor is better than Jaws. It's better than Bandai Golf Challenge Pebble Beach. It's better than Faria, A World of Mystery and Danger. It is a better game than Times of Lore. Is it better than Shadowgate? Destiny of an Emperor is a hell of a game, but I think this might be I think this is the pocket. It's no Shadowgate. It's better than Times of Lore. Is it better or worse than David Crane's A Boy and His Blob, Trouble on Blobolonia? It's a better game. It's better than A Boy and His Blob. It's our new number 214. Yeah. I keep trying to write Dynasty. Okay. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. To see that game after all these years and go like, oh, wait, this is not at all what I thought it was going to be. There you have it. There you have it. Let's move on. Chili Bus wanted to see this next game. And this next game has been one we've been trying to get to for the past couple of weeks here. And now is the time. From your friends at Activision, who seem to, I guess, make a number of, or like at least publish a number of games in this vein. Or at least one other one. It's the ultimate video game. It's Ultimate Air Combat. Look at this. Whoa! Yeah! I think they did a really good job making the plane move here. Like the little moving around it does, like for the NES, this is actually like that's a really, oh god. In the White House, an emergency meeting is called by Admiral Cliff Stormdrain. Great wipe. Might Duquette with Alanis Morissette. It's like a whole. This is just you want to just flow over this. I propose that we begin a top secret mission using our best pilot with our newest weaponry. That's a fucking bold strategy. I don't know. In a series of lightning strikes, we can remove the threat of General Don Guano. Professor Neuron. God, fuck all these people. Thank you, Admiral. Our pilot is the best, and he'll choose from our 3 best planes. The Hornet, a Harrier, or an F-14 Tomcat. You know me, I'm a sucker for an F-14 Tomcat. We've improved their armor, making them very tough to destroy. Great. Oh, so you're going to send our best pilot... I just thought we were going to send our best pilot out with our best weaponry, and now you're like, he can choose from 3 planes, and I'm working on making them better. Like, what? Sorry. Can't talk. Yeah, this shit is like ripped from the headlines. This is that sequence there. I feel like they gave it more thought than the people in those same positions do to these days. Let's look at the credits. Who played Admiral Stormdrain? Who did the...
Fire! Incoming missile!
Sounds like a really ripping fucking pinball machine.
Target ahead! Eject! Eject!
Like, this is pretty good. Like, look at that aircraft carrier in the water. Like, this is nice, you know, for what it is. I don't know. That could be a lot worse. Out Operation Tub Buster. Great.
Stick it up, yo! Yeah! Stick it up, yo! Yeah!
I like that there's 0 statistical information given here. Which plane looks the sickest? It's this one. Foolproof air-to-air missile. Soviet air-to-ground missile adapted for use on the Tomcat. Or a fuel tank. Okay, so it looks like you just have like kind of some fixed points that you can put various... I'm just going to hit auto arm because I'm not really...
Bogey! Fire!
Oh, extra missiles.
Fire! Fire!
I'm trying to spin around and pick that extra stuff up. Well, who knows where it is now. Okay, so we can hit select to pick which missiles we want. There it is. Okay, engaging autopilot. I guess I had to pick that up in order to continue the mission? What bombs? What do I do? Use the bomb to ground? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I see. What the fuck? Look at this. Look at how smooth this is. You know, like. This is like if they made a smooth version of the shitty vehicle sequences from G.I. Joe for the Commodore 64. Let me get that R. That was a tank. You kind of have to be precise with this shit, huh? I'm trying to get some R. Thank you. Do we think R is repairs? Can't really strafe the ground. Oh, I have no bomb reticle anymore. Am I done? A equals 0. Oh, okay, if I point the nose down while firing, it will hit ground targets. Tricky. If I get low, can I? Okay, so it'll. What do I need to do? He's fucking psyched. That looks like the type of thing that would have supplies in it. Nope. Yeah, I took out all your air defenses and now I'm just doing infinite passes on whatever buildings you got left. We call that air superiority, you fucking nerds. Lining up the height for some of this stuff is a little awkward. Can I? Okay, yeah, we can fire Sidewinder. Fuck you. How about fuck you? Okay, I cannot crash the plane. This simplifies my mission quite a bit. You cannot crash the plane into the ground. So, okay. That's cool. Look at that. Look at that shit. This game's not great, but like, look at that stuff. Look at the way the plane scaled into the screen a little bit after I killed everything. Like, there's some nice stuff in here. It's got a real, like, style to it. Like they made a very simplified, like they weren't trying to, you know, micro prose it up. It's got a bunch of dumb voice samples. Like, you know, this game is totally all right. Tub Buster. It's the 90s, so they, you know, could afford to put some fucking hype drum samples in it. They're carrying weapons to Don Guano. Actually, sir, U.S. Intel claims that there's no weapons going to Don Guano, and those are civilian. No, just blow them up anyway. It seems to have selected the Harrier here. I wonder if that's I mean, fuck it, might as well. It did the takeoff. That's kind of cool.
Bogey.
Fucking bogey. In the 80s and early 90s, we were all saying bogey all the time. Everyone wanted to fucking fly jets or whatever. That plane just blinked out of existence. Okay. Okay, so select. Okay, can I don't really feel like I have throttle control here. Which I feel like is kind of what you want in a dogfight. These guys are not dropping power-ups. I pushed the button, man. Yeah! I cannot quite turn and or burn in this plane. Oops, that was a bad use of a bomb there. Alright, fuck these guys. It's a hard target to hit with these bombs. Let me get that B. There we go. We got a bomb. I feel like these planes are, like, vaguely threatening, but not actually causing me any problems. Like, oh, they're circling around. They want to fight. It's like not Desert Strike. It's almost a little like Raid on Bungling Bay. I guess I'll follow this arrow. Like, if the arrow is to be believed, there's one target in this direction. Okay. That arrow is indeed what I thought it was. Yeah! This is a neat game. I am enjoying this. That stuff specifically, the bombing run stuff is really great, which is cool because I think that's the stuff that's the hardest to get right in any kind of traditional flight simulator or whatever. Like, that's the stuff that they always have trouble with, is like, okay, we need to like have a bomb camera and a bomb reticle and all that. Like, that's the shit that is hard to get right or hard to make enjoyable. They've made that the best part of this game. The dogfighting actually is kind of the funky part because, you know, you just don't really have quite the level of control that you want. I like that when we finish these missions, the pictures are just replaced with fucking fire. Hey, congratulations, soldier. You brought freedom to this region of the world. Check it out. Don Guano can eat a fucking dick. This almost sounds like it's about to break into the fucking like Mario 3 underground music. You know? These 4 bridges link Guano's key junk. Alright, okay. I need that R because we've taken some damage. Oh gosh. Why can't I'm not getting missile lock on these guys. Next gen stealth fighters. Control surface is repaired. Yeah! Okay. Oh, right, it's supposed to be taking out the bridges, huh? Well, bridges don't shoot back, so... Strafe the airfield. Fuck these guys. I guess I do have 9 bombs. Might as well use them. Oh! Let's take out this thing. Because I don't like it. And it gave me more bombs. Thank you. Oh. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff down there, huh? Oh, okay. Yeah. Fuck all y'all. I just came for the bridges. The rest of you are free. I brought fire to your region. And now, campfire. Don Guano was training new troops at this jungle site. Blast all 6 shacks to put it out of business. So let me get this straight. You're fucking... How many millions of dollars are you spending on fucking missiles and fucking jets to blow up 6 shacks? Yeah, can you go blow up these 6 shacks? Yeah, I guess. I mean... Let's try this other plane. These shacks hate your freedom. Yeah, these 6 shacks, they've definitely got enriched uranium in them.
Bogey.
This is where the yellow cake is. Trust me, bro. Oh! You get to the second half of this game, stuff starts shooting back at you, man. It's fucked up. Oh, I was trying to get that R. Oh, you see like little pieces coming off the planes when you're hitting them with the guns. That's kind of cool. It's going to make me collect this power up before it lets me proceed. This game is impressive. I think like there's, you know, the frames of animation when you win and are like leaving an area, I think is cool looking. This stuff moves like way smoother than you would expect. Also, like this aspect of the game works really well. Oh, we got like cluster bombs. That's kind of cool. Everyone is psyched. Yeah! Man, you really only got to hit the primary targets, huh? Fuck those 6 shacks. And whatever was inside them. We're hearing that this was a school. Oh, jeez. No, they're wrong. It wasn't. Okay, now what? Oh, right. He was going to come up with new stuff. Do I get like a UFO now? Look at this egghead. The eggheads in research. I've come up with an air-to-air laser. It will destroy any plane. Poop bullets. It's not as exciting as the laser. Hey, that's cool. I mean, you can carry more stuff. Just more levels, huh? I wonder how many levels this thing has. Let's try one more here. Flak guns. It was the Hornet that got the laser, right? Oh, so I guess the laser goes at the point where like the fuel tank would go, right? So less fuel, but you get a sick laser. What? People in chat are saying this game has 37 levels? I guess that makes sense. These are not long levels.
Bogey. Incoming missile.
Ah! Look at that. Oh, that's it. Hey, we got hit by a missile. It's all fucked up. Bad. Laser might be a bit much. I'm into it though. I don't know.
Target ahead.
Can I use the laser on the ground? Oh, look at that! Oh, God, Mr. President! We lost a plane. Well, fuck you. How about fuck you? Okay, so now we only have two. Do we only get to choose from 2 planes? Let's check. Yeah. Okay. 3 lives, 3 planes. Like fucking Mooncresta out here. Can I dock the planes together? All right. Whatever. Surprisingly playable. Like very cool. I think, like I said, Top Gun really cast a long shadow over pop culture in ways that I don't think are immediately obvious when you think about it now. Like it doesn't, you forget, but like you could, like Scholastic catalogs selling you pictures of sick jets just along with the same posters, like right next to, like, do you want to get a poster of a Lamborghini or a poster of a fucking F-14 Tomcat? Kid, you can get either, but only one or the other. Jets were very cool. Flight sims, were less cool. But Afterburner, I think, is a really good kind of example of that as well. Like, people were just fucking stoked on jets. Kids were just stoked on jets. I don't know what to tell you. And so I think that led to a lot of video games, Obviously, you have the official Top Gun games and all of that. And then at the other end of that, you've got the kind of flight sim stuff. And the NES is this, like obviously this force that happens in the middle of all of that. Zatoichi in the chat says, not going to lie, I'm still kind of stoked on jets. Yeah, I mean, jets are pretty fucking cool. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know. Yeah, anime jets are even cooler. I mean, yeah, UN Squadron. UN Squadron is a great game. Great game. The problem with jets is that you have to land them, and too many games wanted to be simulators in one way or another. Afterburner knew what it was, right? It's an arcade game. Top Gun for the NES, they're like, oh no, you got to land the plane. We need to do a couple of weird things, and then they fucked all that up. You know? And flight sims, interesting on computers because you have controls at your disposal, and and because computers were expensive, you're probably an old man, and you're like, you have time for flight sims. The NES, though, was not a great place for flight simulators. As we've seen, we've seen, I think we've seen all of them at this point. There may still be one lurking in the background here, waiting to be ranked. But Ultimate Air Combat is a refreshing game. It's a breath of fresh air compared to most of the other games like this on the platform. Most of the other cockpit-based, dogfight-based games on the NES are they come with a lot of caveats. You can't wholeheartedly recommend, I think, a single one of them. Even something like Top Gun, which I think was, the probably the most popular one at the time. Like you go back to that game, like it's still it is good in most of the ways that matter. But like they do too much, they try to make you land, they try to do this, they try to do that. Like the game itself, I think is a little funky. This game is surprising. I think the dogfighting stuff, as I played more of it, I warmed up to it a bit. I wish you had a little bit more control over, things like the speed of your plane. That's the same thing I said when we were playing whatever that last flight, the Microprose game, the F-117A stealth fighter or whatever, is like the tools at your disposal feel a little limited. Some of that's just due to the nature of the controller and what have you. That your throttle control is not there the way you want it to be. And so the dogfighting sequences feel a little weird here. But then you get a fucking laser. Then you get a laser that blows up jets in one shot. And then also it transitions into this third-person kind of isometrically top-down bombing sequence that when you tell me, hey, we have an isometric bombing run thing, my eyes are going to roll out of my fucking head, man, because I was just like, oh, no, like that's lining up those targets is going to be a pain in the ass. This is going to suck. But like the reticle is really good, even though the explosion radius on most of those bombs are not very large. Hitting targets is not that big of a deal, and you can get down low and shoot that stuff with your guns as well, so you can kind of strafe the targets on the ground and take them out that way. And I think that is all done really well, and it feels fast, it feels fluid, and the controls are responsive. Ultimately, that's the thing that we lose in a lot of these flight simulators is the frame rate goes to shit, and it feels like you're not even touching the thing. So this all feels responsive and easy to pick up and play, and they split the difference quite well. I think they give you a game that, superfluously looks like a flight simulator. You get that cockpit experience, you get that dogfight experience, but they have gone and made a very playable game. And I think that this is a surprisingly strong game. Really good audio, like goofy, right? Like the whole thing is like a little goofy, the character names are dumb and, like it's got that. But I think that works in its favor. The guy that goes, yeah, when you're fucking just blowing shit up. Even the way they say bogey is like, it sounds like you're getting bonuses on a pinball machine. which I think, again, gives the game something of a vibe. Surprisingly good. Surprisingly good. This is a better game than Top Gun. You know? Like it is like infinitely, it is a lot more playable than Top Gun. The variety is fun. The music is solid. Like the audio is solid across the board. And it keeps you moving, you know, different targets on the ground that you're taking out, like the dogfighting stuff. Once you get your head around it a little bit, very playable. And then you get a fucking laser that blows up jets in what? Like, here's a rail gun. We're just gonna give you the fucking Quake rail gun. It's a better game than Top Gun. I don't know, like not by much. It is by a thin margin because I think Top Gun does a lot of stuff right as well. Like Top Gun has a very responsive feel, and the dogfighting in that game is also pretty much fine. It's arcadey in a different way, I guess I would say, for Top Gun, right? I think this game is wise about taking you out of the cockpit and giving you that kind of third-person shot for the bombing stuff. Like, it's just straight up fun. And I think that works really, really well. This game doesn't have Konami drums, but, you know, hey, they put a bunch of digital sampled drums in it that are funky in their own little way. It's a better game than Top Gun. It's better than the NES version of California Games. If we were talking about other versions of California Games, I would probably say no here. But when we think about the NES version of California Games, this is a better game than that. This is But is it better than the NES version of Narc, which is like surprisingly robust for an arcade port of a game that, you know, looks a lot better in the arcade than it does on the NES? Like, this is still like a very good representation of Narc that's fun in its own right and gives you most of what you want out of Narc. A game that has more buttons than the NES has. And so you're kind of left to hit a couple of buttons some weird ways. Firing rockets in Narc is a weird input. It's like, it's like hold B then A. It's like you're kind of like rolling. I forget what it is exactly, but is this better or worse than Narc? It's better than Top Gun. It is no Wizards and Warriors. Mission Impossible is a better game. North and South is a better game. It's better than Track and Field 2. It's better than California. Yeah, right. It's better than California Games. We already had that conversation. It's better than Dusty Diamond's All-Star Softball. It is not better than Narc. It's our new number 190. That's a cool fucking game. If that game had retro achievements, I would probably want to get back into that and play some more of it. It is indeed the ultimate air combat. They were not lying. They were not lying at all. But like when you look at the box, like it just looks like it's the box for Ultimate Air Combat is like the picture of a cockpit view, like a first person out of the front of the cockpit, like dogfight style thing that you just look at and go like, yeah, it's just going to be another one of those. Also, Activision's output on the NES is super fucking sketchy. And so like it is a box that makes you think a very specific thing about what you're about to play. And Ultimate Air Combat is extremely not that. And that's exciting as well. Man, that's This the frames of animation when you complete the mission and it takes off is like a super impressive small thing that they put in there. This game has like it's got a lot of little stuff like that, you know, like good little animations. The parallax water moving in front of the aircraft carrier, like, you know, there's just a bunch of cool little stuff in here. That is surprising. That is stuff that, you know, when you get to 1990 fucking 2, you know, you've learned a thing or two about how to put out games on this platform. And so they pull some tricks. This game was called Aces Iron Eagle 3 in Japan. What was Iron Eagle 1 and 2? Or what was Aces 1 and 2? There was an Aces game on the SNES, isn't there? Then they rebrand. I'm thinking like Wings 2. I'm thinking, yeah, like the movie Iron Eagle. I don't think Aces Iron Eagle 3 is meant to be a sequel to the film. Oh, wait, no, this is Aces Iron Eagle 3 is a movie, like it. So in Japan, did they try to say that this was a fucking game based on? All right, I'm sorry. The box art for this does not immediately make you think that this is. Yeah, it has like the Carol Co. Pictures copyright on it. Weird. Yeah. I wonder if they changed, like, are we gonna get like a fucking drawing of Lou Gossett Jr. in here? Probably not, right? I'm guessing that all of this stuff is just identical, and maybe this text, maybe some of this text has been lightly reworked to be more in line with the movie. But Dawn, unfortunately, the name Dawn cannot be represented in any kind of Japanese script. And they didn't even, yeah, this is still Tub Buster, like this is all still in English. All right, good to know. Weird that they tried to claim that this was a fucking Iron Eagle video game. Why would they? All right. Why would they? All right. Well, you know, hey, let's move on. That's a mystery for another day. And I'm sure the mystery is not actually that interesting. The mystery is they decided to slap a name on it because they could. You know, the mega popular Iron Eagle franchise, huge in Japan. So smart of them to really tether this game to that hot film. I remember vaguely enjoying the Iron Eagle 1. I couldn't tell you anything about him, man. It's Lou Gossett Jr. in planes, and that's all I remember. Again, planes. People loved jets for a good long time. All right. Now it's time for an unlicensed video game. It's Quattro Sports. It boots right up to this. We've got 4 sports games. Baseball Pros, BMX Simulator, Soccer Simulator, and Pro Tennis. Baseball Pros. All right. The sizzling sound of the Codemasters logo. Baseball Pros. Yeah. I'm glad that they that the Codemasters are down to put some fucking C64 sounding music up in this thing, up in this baseball game. The New York Knockouts. Oh, I love some good. The Toronto Maples. That's a good. The Houston. That fake team, the Houston Rockets, from baseball. Baseball's favorite team, the the Mexico City Sombreros. Man, they really wanted to make the World Series a World Series in this thing, huh? The Los Angeles Limelights, you know, because Hollywood. The Hawaiian Volcanoes. That's I don't. Is that disrespectful? I don't know. The Sydney Boomerangs. Yep. Nailing it so far. I'm sure if a baseball team started in Sydney and they went, hey mate, what should we name our baseball team? It would come down to either the Sydney Boomerangs or the Sydney That's Not a Knife, Throw Another Shrimp on the Barbies, right? They're always saying this stuff in Australia. The Tokyo Bullets. Okay, it's got a picture of a train in the logo. Okay. I was like, what? This is where they got the idea for Bullet Club. The Peking Dragons. Yeah, okay. The Moscow Bears. Yeah, a little on the nose. The African All-Stars. They couldn't think of anything. Berlin Brewers. Yeah, I guess, okay. Oktoberfest. What's Germany known for? Oh, Oktoberfest? Yeah, good. Yes, the Roman Centaurs, the Paris Concords, and the London Royals. Yeah. Oh, the Boston Graduates, because there are schools there. They're wicked smart. Let's try the New York Knockouts. Yeah, they don't play baseball in South America. It's against the law. This also seems really fucking like you couldn't come up with a single thing that happens in Africa. We'll take on the Paris Concords. V. No S. The New York team has Todd, Bart, Ed, Joe, Bill, Ted, Marvin, Mitch, and Skip. You guys are fucked. Take that, Pierre. Huh? Okay, so we got a straight up top-down view of the field. Pretty smooth pitching animation. The extremely top-down look of this gives me like Tommy Lasorda baseball vibes. Oh, that you are slow. The music is doing a little too much. I'll tell you. Like, is there... that was a foul ball. Like, I'm sorry. What the fuck just happened? Like, that was... The shadow was on the foul... Like... Just... Yeah, the wind blew it just around the foul pole. The ball, when you hit the ball, the look of the ball leaving your bat sucks. I like that they wrote change in there. I bet they wrote change in there because they saw it in another baseball video game made in Japan. Change! Like, because that's not a thing that... It's not really... It gave me control of the pitcher. That entire time. How is that a ball? That felt like it painted the corner there. I don't know. Changing music for when this runner's in scoring position. I can't control, like, it doesn't give me full control of every player all at once. I can only move the pitcher. I'm trying to see if there's like a change player button, which would be madness. Okay, it gives me the catcher on these fouls. Bzzz. Not a lot of sound effects. Just bzzz. All right, we've got Bill up to bat. Let's go, Bill. Oh. Having that ball bounce in an animation here makes it hard to figure out what you're picking. They're going to bring in Ricard. This is terrible. Like, okay, like mechanically this is like okay. You might even say it's like surprisingly decent for, you know, what's effectively a game on a fucking multi-cart, but there's stuff about the perspective, or I guess the ultimately it's like the size of the field and how a lot of that stuff works. Fuck. I mean, I got the run in. Who cares? Right? I mean, that was the goal. This lack of a rundown here is also maddening. There's like just stuff missing that you would think of as like rules of fucking baseball. Things you would put in a baseball game. A rundown. A bit of a pickle, if you will. Gov. Run out. Why did it say run out there when it says tagged out in other situations? That's because if you're trying to say you tagged the base, then I would not be out in that situation. You have to tag the runner. You have to tag the runner there. This seems like it is playing a little fast and loose with how baseball works, and also the inability to move an outfielder before a ball fucking drops next to him is criminal. Yeah, there's no change player button here. There's no like I can't move to get that. Like, in theory, I should be able to grab that. Like, that outfielder, that center fielder should be able to get to that ball. But it won't let me. Also, that runner took, like, I could have thrown him out at first there. Yeah, it's not a great game. No, that's not. It's trying to throw a third there. That was a walk. He walked, so isn't that a dead? What happens on a walk? Like, the play's dead, right? Like, he has to go back to third. Like, I can't throw him out on if he's, yeah, it's dead ball. This sucks. I'm fascinated by the ways in which this sucks, but this is a fucking terrible baseball game. Like, not just because it is so fast and loose with the rules. Like, that's the part that is interesting about it, right? But it is the... Oh, if I keep holding the button, if I keep holding the D-pad, it pulls them off the base. Where's the shortstop there? Is there a shortstop? Bad hustle, everybody. Okay, there's sort of a, that. Okay, that looks vaguely like a shortstop there. He's showing bunt. Oh no, I'm showing bunt. I was like, for some reason, I thought I was pitching. The runners are so slow. The runners are so slow. No one's going to get there. See? There's no one to get to that. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. He was allowed to start moving, but could not get there. Oh, I probably could have gotten back to second there. The base running shenanigans you can pull off on this stupid fucking game or okay, well, whatever. This is really interesting. This, like, it has the feel of a game made by people who only know baseball through playing other NES baseball games and never, like, looked at anything about the rules of baseball and just, like, assumed a bunch of stuff about where players should be standing. Like, there's a shortstop should get that ball. He was in his motion. He was in his pitching motion and then stopped and threw to second. A balk if I've ever seen one. This game is crazy. Oh, why did I run back? No one can possibly get to that. Run out. What are you talking about? Who would be out there? Just immediately pitching. Yeah, have fun running to that one. Oh, you're still gonna... Amazing! This game is amazing! This game is like if you described baseball to someone who had never seen it and then gave them a graphics library for, like, fucking a bases loaded game and said, have at it, son. This is fucking incredible. Look, I was eventually allowed to move there. I like that the baseball player bounced up and down like the ball on this menu when he got hit with the beanball. A lot of crazy movement on the ball. Like, you can really waggle the ball back and forth. I can't believe I managed to get a fucking double play in this fucking mess. I love this. This is terrible. This is fucking garbage, dude. What are you gonna do? Aren't you out of pitchers? You just have Joe left. It's the fucking fourth inning. Joe's in here for the long haul. This makes the spots where Major League Baseball, the video game, like, is a little rough with the rules of baseball, look like a fucking historical document, man. This thing is... I was expecting that to be a home run. All the excitement of a cricket video game, but now for the Yanks. But not the Yankees. That's no, we don't have the. It's the New York Bullets. No, what is it? It's the New York Train Knockout. No, New York Knockouts. New York Knockouts. That guy's not even touching the fucking bag. The first baseman's not anywhere close to first base on that. This is crazy. This game is fucking crazy. I love it. I'm having a great time with this fucking mess. This is terrible. Look at that. Oh, thank God I got there. I probably could have thrown him out at first. Putting in a pinch hitter for... All right, sure. What's happening here? Like, look at how much movement I can put on this ball. Like, it's you can really snake it around. Are you fucking kidding me? The first baseman he couldn't take his foot off. He couldn't get there. He could put his glove out. That shadow is going over the plate. I don't, like, fuck you. Hello? That was a double play! Second baseman is literally covering the fucking base. You can't even see second base because the second baseman is standing on it. I'm pretty sure the rules say they're not allowed to move until the ball hits. Yeah, I mean, the pitcher can move, but no one else can. I think that's just in the rule book. Ah, that wasn't an out either. Okay, that was 3 outs, though. If it can get past the pitcher, then it's going to roll slowly into the outfield. If this was the only thing on this cartridge, this would be one of the worst games on this platform, or one of the best. I can't decide which. And it's like they balance it out by making the runners painfully slow. Like, yeah, sure, everyone is garbage on defense, but also the runners are so slow that you can kind of still, pick them off, catch them, like whatever you need to do. Their shadow technology feels inaccurate. Again, that was another ball that looked incredibly foul. Ate him up and left. Rolled all the way to the wall. Couldn't handle it. It was hot. It was hot. Line shot to left. What are you gonna do? The idea that you can like throw a pickoff to first in the middle of your pitching animation is incredible. This game is incredible. I want to see the real game of baseball played by whatever the fuck these people thought the rules were. Yes, pitch canceling. Yeah. And do a low forward into pitch. Well, 2-1 hits every time. If I had a guy standing between second and third base, like maybe he could have caught that. It's okay though. He's still out. Can I control hit? Oh yeah, eventually you're like, oh yeah, we'll let you. Can you believe this shit? That was not a fucking ball. I'll just groove it to him. Who cares? Why is that shadow of a... What's happening there? No one gonna bother running on that one. They're like, no, we're gonna instead try to steal home. Yeah, why bother getting it, I guess. That's Baseball Pros. Amazing. All of those... Oh, it's... Okay, we have to do a... Oh, what's view teams do? Oh, okay. Look at this. We can view the stats of John, Mike, and Homer. We got Tommy, Sly, Scott, and Emilio. Ozzy. That's a very Boston name, right? In London, we've got Trev. Where's Gaz? Terry. Yeah, sure. Rod. Yeah, you got a Sasha on the mound. Yeah. Tony and Pepe and Paulo and Benito. Luigi. Marco. Hans Franz on the Berlin team. Sure. Lothar, you know, of the Hill people. Dieter. Oh, I'm sorry, being formed. It's Dieter. Okay, I got it. We got Anwar, Jerobi, Ken, Robert. Yuri, Rudolph, Alexei. Yeah, these are, yeah, okay. These are great names. We put him on, we put a Lee and a Dragon. We just say this guy's name is just Dragon. I don't know. Japanese players like Wes and Vic and Yoshi. Australian names like Greg and Bruce. Cleve. We got a Juan. We got another Pepe. We got a Pedro. These are some Texas names. Chip. Brad. Chuck. Linus. Okay, I can't. We'll hard reset so we can get back to the menu here. All right, that was Baseball Pros, which on the title screen for the game has an apostrophe S, which is great too. BMX Simulator. Is this just going to be the trials style thing, or what do we have here? Oh, look at this. Rad, wicked, brill, great, smart, cool, fair. Okay. Oh, wow. They made Super Sprint, but with bikes. That's a choice. Do we, I guess we have to... We can only be Jason. We cannot be Larissa or Bud. Unless we play a three-player game. Can't get off 2 players. I'm hitting select as hard as I can. I'm pushing left and right on the D-pad as hard as I can. There's no... I can't even hit start. I can't even... Nothing works here. Okay, great. All right, we're gonna... This game doesn't emulate well for some reason. Well, let's turn to the Hawk then and see if we have any better luck there. Nobody beats the Biz. Your config file is from an earlier version of BizHawk and may not load. Okay, well, we'll be fine. All right. Okay. Games. Wait, what did I do? What did I do? Don't worry, we'll get to Soccer Simulator. All right, BizHawk has its own interesting... Okay, I mean, you know, let's... If I pick Soccer Simulator, does it give me BMX? Let's just go with it. Oh, except the start buttons doesn't do anything here either. It brings me back to the menu. All right, all right. When in doubt. Turn to the mister, and we'll see. Okay, the start button works here, though. I don't think I'm going to win. Let's just go to race 2. Go. Ride the bike. You just kind of hold down A, but also sometimes it's finicky. Like, you cannot hold down A before the race starts. You have to press A as after it goes. You can't just like preload the start of the race. Oh. All right. Let's try some desert riding. I like this because, like, at first glance, it's not even immediately clear what the pathway of the course is. And the obstacles sometimes make your bike turn in ways that, like, almost make sense from a physics perspective, but don't quite. All right, with all the knowledge we've gained, if we go back to dirt biking... B doesn't seem to be a brake button. It just seems like you hit A or let off A. And that's it. Oh! Alright, we still won. Be pissed. And the obstacles are placed in, like, shitty spots. And so these tracks are, like, weirdly narrow. You know, like, when you... I like the concept, you know? Much like we were talking about jets... BMX bikes also held a nation in a chokehold. Quarry racing. See, like, some of it works as expected, you know, the when you hit these kind of embankments here, you know, your bike does turn a little bit more easily. And games. You can kind of swoop through them, which is like neat, but only in the context and confines of a game that played a lot better everywhere else. I guess if you had like what if you got this and how would you play this 3-player? Oh, we got replays. Look at this. I can even speed up the replay or slow it down. Just see just how fucking intense this is. How would you do this with 3-player? I mean, it probably doesn't support the, because I know I guess that was on the Genesis, because Codemasters was shipping cartridges with controller ports built into them in some cases. It won't let me set it to 3-player. Actually, it won't even let me set... Oh, okay, now it will. It'll let me set it to 2. It will not let me set it to 3. And when it's set to 2... Okay, there we go. When it's set to 2, the controls go to shit. Now this is gaming. Gotta wait for player 2 to time out. It works with the 4 score? Okay, so if you had the actual Nintendo thing, you could play... You could play 3-player. Just like Destiny. Oh, it like detected, hey, you're an asshole. It's got asshole detection. Or I guess maybe that player just loses out because they were out because they were out of time, and so the CPU takes over. Like it's an arcade game or something. Yeah, this feels awkward. Like you want a better level of control over your bike than they give you, and this just doesn't do it. It's an interesting idea. Oh, we gotta like reload the ROM. These multi-carts, the way they work with an actual console is kind of fascinating. Now, I guess we'll pick BMX Simulator to get to soccer. Absolutely brilliant. Now, if any game on this is going to be accurate and good, it's got to be this one, right? Surely they cared enough about soccer. What do we got? We got Holland. We got West Germany. Man, it is still a fucking trip to play a lot of old games, and especially looking at like old demo scene stuff and seeing West Germany. Pre-unification Germany. Holland. Did they not put the United Kingdom in this game? Oh, England. Okay. Something seems amiss here. with the speed of this. You know, I mean, if you look at the clock, the on-screen clock looks like a perfectly normal thing. It was like a mugging that happened there. Camera's so jittery and weird. This is such a... I kind of appreciate the speed, you know, honestly, but it... What? Just fucking blasts it faster than the screen can scroll. This thing is fucked up. It is, as I suppose, it is just about as fucked up as the baseball game was in its own way. You got to get that. You got to get those. What the fuck? We'll let the Atari 2600 in here. It's a very unsensible world that they've created here. Just blasted. Oh, look at this! Look at that guy! All right. What? Well, how am I supposed to get it? Fuck him. This game works well enough. It's just fucked. To put a technical term on it. It's the sort of game you look at and you start to wonder things like, oh, did they make this game to run at 50 frames per second? And then an NTSC version came along and they just said, oh, fuck it. Who has time? Who has time to retool any part of this game? Just fucking whatever. And that's why it's like awkwardly fast. Okay, so if I hold down A, I get more out of me. Okay, that's how the computer is doing those ridiculous fucking goals from all the way off screen. Like that. Do I have any players anywhere near here? No? But you got to line that up. You can't just fucking pop it off and expect it to auto aim. Nope. It's the sound of the ship landing in fucking Cosmic Arc for the Atari 2600. Holland, the winner! And game 4, Pro Tennis. Oh no. Help. Fire to throw the ball. Push fire again to serve. You're looking to lob? Press fire when the ball is close to the ground. You're looking to smash? Press fire when you are under the ball. I'm always pushing the fire button. Watch the ball shadow. Use keys to position shots. Use keys to position shots. Ugh. Valkyrie now has extra shot power. Alright, I'm not playing. This is just the demo. I can't believe what this game looks like. I can't believe this is just this the little look at the little legs. Look at their little leggies. And this fucking googly eye. Did they trace over a Garfield face and then draw a human around it for this? Like, what the fuck am I looking at here, dude? This is like the end of the world happening in front of me. Look at the length of this guy's free hand. He's extending out there with... Gavin? Brian? Can I see you in my office? Pro Tennis Simulator. All right. I push the fire button. What do you mean out? All right, that. So I didn't realize this game was going to be so technical. Got to hit it just right. If I hit it too high, it's out. If I hit it too low, it doesn't cross the fucking net. Game. All right, well. Oh. Yeah. Game! All right. Now's my time to shine. Hey, that count. Oh, it's a let, huh? So close. Yeah! But then I let the ball run into me. But then he let the ball run into him. The most precise serve in the history of tennis video games. All right. Well, he didn't bother to ever hit any of those back. So I win. This is... We should probably just have the ball not collide with the player. I mean, I think that would make for a more fun video game. Oh, yeah. That would take a lot of work. Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. But, like, I don't know. How much more time do you want to spend on this? Why don't we just make it so if it hits the player, it's a fault. It just says fault. And then it's just, you know. Why don't we just do that? And then we can hit the pub. Oh, Gavin, you've got all the answers, don't you? The timing for the serve seems slightly different if you're on the far side of the net, which is very cool. I got one in. He was so surprised he couldn't fucking handle it. Deuce indeed. I can feel like I can say with some confidence that this game's no good. Just gotta put him away. That's out. That's out. I'm not touching it. Yay. Oh, how much more tennis must someone play? Yay. Where's the music, you ask? This is too intense for music. Are you crazy? You're going to interrupt this with music? Hell no. 5. It's 5, right? I win. It's over. Oh, fuck. All right. I like that it'll let you hit it after the fact. Just a little. Oh, I wonder if that's the way to do it. It's just like bop, 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 bop. Like catch it on the way up. Yeah. Ugh. This seems like something if you dialed in the idiosyncrasies around serving, and played against another human person instead of the really dreadful computer player, you could have a time with this. You could. This is a video game you could play. But I would say the same thing about the baseball game. That one just ate him up. Couldn't handle it. Didn't even want to swing. Oh, God. This is... my favorite image in the history of the series. It's not true. It's up there, though. It's not going away. Next up, Todd. Does Todd seem any better? Okay. All right. It's Quattro Sports. It's got 4 games. What are the 4 games? We need to load it back up. All right, so of the 4 games, Soccer Simulator is probably the best one. No, well, it's either soccer or tennis. Soccer is number 1, tennis is number 2. It's very close. Baseball is number 3 and BMX is 4th. No, BMX is 3rd and baseball is 4th. But also baseball is the best game on the entire cartridge because of how fucked it is. With the rules of baseball, it is like the most criminal. Like someone should have gone to jail for making baseball pros. The music, at least it had music while you were playing it, though. The other games you kind of suffer in silence, and that's not great. But yeah, their lack of adherence to the genuine rules of baseball, which, hey, like a lot of these games, a lot of baseball games on this platform are, like picking and choosing, and there's some rules that are not well represented. Like, you don't really see the infield fly rule represented in a lot of NES baseball games, right? And so there's shit like that does happen. Baseball Pros feels like, again, a game designed by people who like heard about baseball, played another baseball video game on the platform, and just went like, okay, yeah, we'll figure it out. And then they did not figure it out. Everything about the size of the field to how you can move or not move your players, like there's just there's a real broken size and scale to this game that I kind of love because of how fucked it is. We talk a lot about baseball games on the NES and how a lot of them do this messed up thing where you can hit a ball to right field and still get thrown out at first because the timing's all wrong. This game feels like that times 10. Baseball Pros is so messed up in those specific ways. BMX Simulator is like, it controls decently. The track design is a little tight. It's a little narrow in spots. Background collisions are awkward. And like the menu barely works. I don't know, like the menu's really funky. Soccer Simulator just runs fast. It's fucked up, and you know, like you get called for fouls a little too often. But like, I don't know, like it's you can play it. You wouldn't, you shouldn't, but you can. Tennis, kind of the same deal. Like you can play it. That's a game that probably would be better with another person because the AI is really unfun to see in action. But also, the timing on the serves is so fucking bananas, and the way the game kind of constantly is bonking the players with the ball and just like faulting it out like that is a lot as well. But it's peppy, like it moves. It's got that going for it at least. But it's a one-button tennis game, and I think that kind of like undercover, like reveals that like at least some of these games were designed for computers, right? Like BMX Simulator is like a Spectrum game originally, which I bet this looks a lot better than that, but I bet that's somehow more fun to play. And Pro Tennis having stuff in there that just straight up says press the fire button kind of lets you know, like, hey, by the way, we designed this for a one-button machine and not the NES. So, yeah. That's Quattro Sports. It stinks. You know? Where does it go on our list? That's the question. 4 questionable sports games that have a certain charm, but it's certainly no Double Dragon 3, The Sacred Stones. Quattro Sports is not in league with the Dino Wars destruction of Spongaloose. It's no Thrilla's Surfari. Magic Darts is a better game. Rolling Thunder is a better game. The Ultimate Stuntman is a better unlicensed game. It's worse than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's no Exodus Journey to the Promised Land. Stanley, The Search for Dr. Livingston is a superior product. You'd be better off with that Operation Wolf Flicker Factory. If when you finished a game of baseball, if it said, sorry, but you were finished here, like that would be pretty high powered of them. WCW World Championship Wrestling is a better game. Castellion's a better game. Akari 3 The Rescue is a better game. Bases Loaded 2 Second Season is a better game. Kid Cool and the Quest for the 7 Wonder Herbs is terrible. But it's better than Quattro Sports. Skate or Die 2 is better than Quattro Sports. Digger T Rock, The Legend of the Lost City, a frustrating piece of garbage, but still better than Quattro Sports. It's worse than Quattro Adventure. It's worse than Gotcha the Sport. It is worse than Color a Dinosaur. Is it better or worse than Power Punch 2? Huh. Power Punch fucking 2. It's worse than that. It is worse than George Foreman's KO boxing. It's worse than Athena. I have a soft spot for Quattro Sports, and I can't tell you why. There's just, there's some charm about how fucked it is. It's real bad. It's real bad, but I do like something about that piece of garbage. But it is better than The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. It is better than NFL. Even though the baseball game has rules problems that are not entirely dissimilar to NFL, it is a better game than NFL. It is a better game than Street Cop. Is it better or worse than Super Glove Ball? I feel like that's the question we need to answer because it's worse than Captain Planet. It's better than Super Glove Ball. This is our new number 696. No, I'm sorry. It is better than Super Glove Ball. It's our new number 697. Oh, I did not paste the list back in after we played Ultimate. But that's on here, right? Yeah, Ultimate Air Combat is okay. Good. There you have it, Quattro Sports. A charming piece of sludge. A real rank game that has now been ranked. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We got a lot more games done this week. We got 6 games done, so that's exciting. Come back on next Friday. We'll do it again as we travel through the final 21 games and see where the last batch of the last handful of games lands. Will there be a new number one? Will there be a game worse than Harlem Globetrotters? The answers await in the weeks ahead. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.